Jinger Duggar will never let doctors do that again after horrible medical experience. Jinger Duggar shared details about a horrible medical experience she had shortly after giving birth to her first child during a recent episode of her podcast. While reflecting on their 8-year wedding anniversary and their early parenting experiences on the Nav. 20 episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, the sixth child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar thought back on the interesting drive they took from a hospital in San Antonio, Texas, to their home in Laredo after Felicity was born. It was pretty wild because they were like, well, you've been doing great after having Felicity. You shouldn't be in much pain, the Counting on star recalled her doctors saying. But they were like, we're going to give you 1 dose of medicine just to get you home. The drive to Laredo took more than 2 hours, Duggar recalled. Though she'd thought the doctors would give her ibuprofen, she said the medication she received felt much stronger. They gave me some serious hard drug, Duggar said. It was bad. The 19 kids and counting alum explained that she rarely takes medicine, though she makes exceptions for epidurals during childbirth and ibuprofen in extreme circumstances. Yeah, you hate taking medicine, Vuolo observed. Though Duggar wasn't sure exactly what kind of medication she was given at the hospital on that day back in 2018, she remembered that it made her feel so nauseous. I sat in the car with the AC blasting and I was just so sick, and I felt shaky. I felt horrible, she said. And to this day, I don't know what that medicine was they gave me, but I will never let them do that again. When I leave the hospital, I'm like, I'm fine, I feel great. Don't give me any meds. I will take my own if I need to. It's a decision she stuck with for the birth of her second daughter in 2020. I just made sure they gave me just normal ibuprofen, nothing crazy, Duggar said. TikTok's Matt and Abby Howard share how Duggar family has given them insights into raising kids in front of the camera, exclusive. The viral young parents hosted 3 of the reality star siblings on their unplanned podcast this year. As TikTok stars Matt and Abby Howard document their experiences as young parents online, they are continuously assessing and reassessing how they want their 2 sons to take part in it all. And as the couple has found their footing, they've outsourced input from people who famously grew up in front of a camera, like the Duggar family siblings. Matt, 26, and Abby, 25, have welcomed several of the 19 kids and counting alumni on their unplanned podcast. Jill, Jinger, and Joy Anna Duggar have all individually appeared on episodes of the Howard series to discuss their childhoods as young reality TV stars. During a conversation with the podcast hosts, the sisters unpacked how their experiences shaped their views on matters of family. In turn, they also influenced Matt and Abby's constant conversations about parenting their sons, Griffin, 2, and August, 14 months. They're all such nice people, Matt tells PAOPLA of the Duggars in an exclusive interview. That's given us a lot of insight into that world as well. Just getting to learn from them because they were on TV their whole childhood. In January, Matt and Abby hosted a particularly candid conversation with Jill and her husband Derek Dillard about how their family's presence in front of a camera commanded the rest of their lives. Derek recalled how some of their earliest days as a couple came with conditions about becoming fodder for TV. He had to adjust to film crews regularly tagging along, but Jill was extremely accustomed to the constant taping. That's just kind of the way our life was. It was just very much understood for me, Jill explained on the podcast. With the filming side of things, and it being very much reality show, it's your life to some degree, but it's not very realistic in other aspects. When Joy Anna and her husband Austin Forsyth were guests on the Unplanned podcast in October, she opened up about navigating a difficult postpartum period amid hard family trials following the birth of their third child, Gunnar. Joy Anna told Matt and Abby The changes in her hormones were super hard to handle, and at the same time, I felt like my family was just falling apart. On May 25, 2022, her eldest brother, Josh Duggar, was sentenced to 13 years in prison for receiving and possessing child sexual abuse materials. The disgraced reality star was initially arrested on April 29, 2021, and previously molested multiple young girls, including sisters Jill and Jessa Duggar Seawald as a teenager. During their conversation, Matt asked about what it was like to endure family conflict when everything is just on blast. It seems like every media outlet wants to make a story about it. They want to monetize, get the clicks. Austin shared how they try not to limit how much exposure they have to outside commentary, and Matt noted, "I don't think many people understand what it's like to have your personal life on display for literally everyone to see." Abby tells PEOPLE that conversations with guests like the Duggars almost act as case studies on what it's like to grow up with a global audience. All of their stories function to help her and Matt make decisions about their own son's exposure, like when they chose to stop showing their faces in videos. "We're comfortable with where we're at right now, but that's something that we're always redressing to be the best parents possible," Abby reflects. Also, just taking into mind the type of kids we have because we're learning more and more about them every day as they're developing. Jinger Duggar shares Caitlin Nakatsu twin bump update. Jinger Duggar and his wife, Caitlin Nakatsu, are set to welcome twin girls in the coming weeks. They are the first Duggar couple to welcome multiples, and Jinger himself is a twin. Katie hit the 31-week mark and appears to be flourishing during this pregnancy. When they welcome their little girls, the couple will have 4 under 2. The Counting On couple welcomed Truett in May 2022 and Nora in May 2023, making the twins nearly 2 years younger than their big sister. They have remained quiet throughout Katie's pregnancy journey, only sharing a few bump dates, with the last one at 22 weeks. However, Jinger highlighted his wife's bump at 31 weeks, taking full advantage of her dressed up and wearing a bump-hugging gown. Caitlin Nakatsu is still thriving while pregnant. Jinger Duggar and Caitlin Nakatsu may not be updating their journey on the public Instagram. They are still getting together with family and enjoying life. Recently, Katie hung out with Abby Grace Burnett. The sisters-in-law hit the big Ray Alana sale that comes to their area every year, likely stocking up on clothing for their 6 kids combined. The couple traveled to Jason Duggar's wedding in Tennessee last month, as Jinger was one of the groomsmen. Katie was also caught hanging out with some of the sisters and sisters-in-law when they went to spend time with the Bates sisters. Things appear to be going well, and as the next couple of weeks fly by, we anticipate that Jinger and Katie are prepping more YouTube content to release as they gear up to welcome their twins. When will Caitlin Nakatsu welcome her twin girls? In the photo shared by Jinger Duggar, Caitlin Nakatsu is at 31 weeks. Twin pregnancies can be unpredictable, with complications that could arise and other circumstances that could factor in. If she goes to her due date and is 31 weeks this week, there would still be roughly 9 weeks left. However, many twin pregnancies hit between 38 and 39 weeks, so she could go earlier and welcome the girls sometime in early January, leaving less than 2 months before their arrival. The Duggar twins will likely make their grand entrance at the end of the year or very early in January. Baby Watch has officially begun for Jinger and Katie, and we will keep our eyes peeled for hints of the girls' arrival. We suspect the birth story will be shared on YouTube, as the couple has worked to monetize their life since getting married. Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard visit stillborn daughter's grave. Hope you like the flowers. 6 months after losing their stillborn daughter, Jill Duggar and husband Derek Dillard visited her gravesite for the first time. Duggar, 32, posted a video via her Instagram channel, showing her, Dillard, and their youngest son, Freddie, picking flowers to bring to baby Isla Marie's grave after the family learned her memorial marker was ready. Isla Marie Dillard, forever loved and forever, our baby girl, hope you like the flowers. She captioned the post. We just got the call that Isla's marker is ready, and it has been placed, so we are gonna run over to her cemetery and go see her marker for the first time. Give her some fresh flowers, the former 19 kids and counting star said to the camera. After gathering flowers, the video moved to the cemetery, where they spotted her marker and Freddie began laying the flowers. The video showed Isla's marker, which reads, Isla Marie Dillard, March 19, 2024. Born into the arms of Jesus. Loved and missed by her papa and mama and 3 big brothers. Duggar and Dillard, 35, married in 2014. They also share sons Israel, 9, and Samuel, 6. They previously experienced a pregnancy loss in 2021. We recently found out we were expecting our 3rd baby, Duggar captioned an October 2021 Instagram video. We were thrilled. However, a few days later, we started miscarrying. We love and miss you, River Bliss. Duggar has been open about her losses, recently sharing photos of herself, grieving and celebrating her children's lives. On October 3, she posted a photo honoring River, whom she lost 3 years earlier. Jessa, Jill, and more Duggar sisters who have opened up about their miscarriages over the years. 10/3/21, the day we lost our 3RD baby to early first trimester miscarriage, River Bliss Dillard. You were loved from the start and will never be forgotten. She captioned the photo. In April, the family held a funeral service for Isla, sharing a photo of a small white box surrounded by flowers and a rabbit stuffed animal. Isla Marie, our baby girl. We will love you forever and hold you in our hearts until we hold you in heaven, the couple wrote in a joint Instagram post. Laid to rest 4.19, 2024. A week later, Duggar shared a photo of herself crying as she grieved Isla's loss. I carried you for every second of your life, and I will love you every second of mine, she wrote. 1 week ago, today we laid our baby girl to rest. We will love you forever, Isla Marie.